Imagine waking up one morning to find that Earth has doubled in size. The ground beneath your feet stretches farther into the horizon, mountains grow taller, and the oceans seem endless. But what happens next? How would life on this larger Earth adapt? Would humanity survive the changes in gravity, weather, and ecosystems? Let's take a look into this fascinating what-if scenario. What if Earth suddenly doubled in size? Imagine just for a moment that the planet beneath your feet expanded overnight, twice the diameter, twice the surface area, a world where everything familiar, gravity, weather, landscapes, and even life itself would be reshaped. Would we adapt to this colossal transformation? Or would the very forces that govern our survival turn against us? To answer this question, we need to dive deep into science, ecosystems, and human resilience. Let's explore this extraordinary scenario. First, let's define what we mean by doubling in size. If Earth's diameter were to double from about 8,000 miles to 16,000 miles, its surface area wouldn't just double, it would quadruple. But more importantly, the volume, or the total amount of material making up the planet, would increase eightfold. This isn't just a matter of a bigger planet, it's a planet with significantly more mass. With mass comes gravity, the invisible force holding us, the oceans, and even the atmosphere in place. But how much stronger would Earth's gravity become? The force of gravity increases directly with mass. So, if Earth's mass increases eightfold, gravity at the surface would approximately double. That means every object, including your own body, would weigh twice as much as it does now. If you weigh 150 pounds today, you'd weigh 300 pounds tomorrow. But the consequences go far beyond weight. Under double the gravity, every movement we make would become a monumental effort. Imagine trying to lift a bag of groceries or climb a set of stairs with twice the force pulling you down. Over time, our muscles and bones might adapt, but the short-term effects would be devastating. For most humans, broken bones, joint strain, and cardiovascular problems would become widespread. Our skeletons are finely tuned to handle Earth's current gravity. Doubling that stress would push our bodies to their limits. And it's not just humans. Animals would suffer even more. Birds, for instance, rely on delicate balances of lift and thrust to stay airborne. With stronger gravity, flight would become almost impossible. Entire species, from sparrows to eagles, could face extinction. But what about the infrastructure we rely on? Buildings, bridges, and roads are all engineered for current gravitational forces. Double the pull means double the stress, leading to widespread structural failures. Skyscrapers could topple under their own weight, while bridges might collapse like brittle twigs. Cities would need to be entirely re-engineered with stronger materials, an endeavor that could take decades, if not centuries. Now let's consider the atmosphere. A larger Earth means a thicker atmosphere. Gravity doesn't just pull on solid objects, it also holds gases close to the surface. With stronger gravity, the atmosphere would compress, becoming denser and heavier. A denser atmosphere would amplify the greenhouse effect. The thicker air would trap more heat, causing global temperatures to rise dramatically. Imagine a world where the equator turns into an uninhabitable furnace, while even temperate zones become sweltering. Storms would also grow more intense. With more atmospheric mass comes more energy for weather systems. Hurricanes would become megastorms, stretching thousands of miles across, with winds strong enough to tear apart even the sturdiest buildings. Rainfall would intensify, leading to catastrophic floods. In some regions, the air itself could become so thick with moisture that simply breathing would feel like drowning. The oceans too would undergo radical changes. With stronger gravity, water would become more compressed. This means sea levels might actually drop slightly as the water's density increases. But this wouldn't be a blessing, it would be a curse. The extra weight of the water would put immense pressure on tectonic plates, leading to more frequent and severe earthquakes. Volcanic activity would also spike as molten rock beneath the crust struggles to adjust to the added weight above. Entire coastlines could be reshaped in a matter of years. On land, mountain ranges would face their own challenges. The increased gravitational pull would cause mountains to erode faster, as their own mass drags them down. Over time, the planet's surface might become flatter and more uniform, with fewer towering peaks. Ecosystems are delicately balanced, and a sudden doubling of Earth's size would throw them into chaos. Plants, for instance, rely on specific conditions to grow tall and strong. Under double gravity, trees might struggle to support their own weight. Dense, low-lying vegetation would dominate, while towering forests like the Amazon could disappear. In the animal kingdom, species that rely on speed and agility, like cheetahs and antelope, would be at a severe disadvantage. Predators and prey would both need to evolve new strategies to survive. The food chain itself could collapse as key species fail to adapt quickly enough. Even in the oceans, life would be reshaped. Marine creatures evolved to thrive in specific pressure zones. Double gravity would compress these zones, forcing species into unfamiliar environments. Coral reefs, already fragile, might vanish entirely, while deep-sea creatures could expand their range. So, how would humanity respond to this new world? Survival would demand ingenuity on an unprecedented scale. First, technology would have to evolve rapidly. Exoskeletons could become standard, helping humans cope with the increased weight of their own bodies. Underground cities, shielded from extreme weather and temperature fluctuations, might become our primary habitats. Agriculture would also require a complete overhaul. Crops might need to be grown in controlled environments like greenhouses or vertical farms, where conditions can be carefully managed. Renewable energy sources, like solar and geothermal, would be essential to power these self-sustaining systems. In the long term, life on a larger Earth would adapt, but not without significant changes. Humans might evolve to become shorter and sturdier, with denser bones and stronger muscles to withstand the gravitational pull. Animals too would evolve into more compact and resilient forms. Over millions of years, a new balance might emerge, with ecosystems and species uniquely suited to the new planet. But the process would be slow and painful, marked by extinctions and upheaval. What if Earth suddenly doubled in size? The challenges would be monumental: stronger gravity, extreme weather, collapsing ecosystems, and the struggle for survival. But humanity has always risen to challenges, finding ways to adapt and thrive. This scenario, while hypothetical, reminds us of the fragile balance that makes our planet habitable. Earth, as it is now, is perfectly suited for life, a rare gem in the vastness of the universe. Perhaps instead of imagining a bigger Earth, we should focus on protecting and preserving the one we already have. So what do you think? Could humanity survive on a bigger Earth, or would the forces of nature prove too powerful? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more what-if explorations.